So we're speaking to Carleen Bastian. Her home is in PJ Old Town, where actually the police have barricaded with barbed wires the entire area because it's under emergency movement control order or enhanced movement control order. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Carleen, this morning.
Oh, no worries. Hi.
Now, Carleen, take us through the moment when you heard the news that your housing area or your neighborhood would be under EMCO.
Well, actually, I didn't really hear news about it. We kind of woke up at about like 1 or 2 on like Saturday, Sunday night because we heard a lot of noise. Like I heard a lot of noise in the back alley and stuff, and I'm like wondering what the heck is going on and stuff. So I looked outside. There were a lot of police cars. There were a lot of like army people, like regular people all walking around. And I was like, oh my God, please, no. So literally happened in the middle of the night. And when we woke up, all the barricades, like the whole, like the barbed wires were up and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's literally waking up to being locked in.
So you weren't given any time to prepare at all, to go buy groceries, to go get things sorted out?
No, not at all. It's literally in the middle of the night. Like even if we hadn't woken up in the middle of the night, we wouldn't have known. Because I had so many neighbors. Like one of my neighbors were quite worried in the start because they're like, oh no, we didn't have time for this, didn't even get to buy vegetables and stuff. So they had planned to go out like the Tuesday after that to go grocery shopping and stuff. So literally like none of us were even told about it. I mean, I feel like I heard rumors going around like, oh, it might happen, but you know the thing with rumors is you never actually know if it's going to happen. So even if you can't even be prepared for when. So yeah.
The thing is about PJ Old Town, there's a lot of older folks who live there on their own. How are they handling it?
I would say so far actually, they've been quite I think our EMCO has been quite like on its game because like rations have been coming in every other day. The first day they gave us like a whole bunch of stuff like rice, sugar, salt, flour, coffee.
Wait, when you say they gave you, who exactly?
I think it's
the government.
Right.
It would be the government, I'm sure.
I don't know. Like for me, I was like, oh,
Malaysia.
Okay. Correct. I was just like, there is food coming. Nice. Yeah. So that was the first day. I think a couple of days after that, they gave us potatoes and like eggs and stuff because we were quite worried the first day in the sense that there was no fresh food coming in. There's a lot of dry products coming in, but not fresh food. So like I said, like my neighbors were worried, oh, there's no vegetables, there's no meat. How do we do this? But as the days go by, I think today is like day 5. Like today, this morning, my mom said that they delivered chicken, like a full chicken. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. So these people are actually not like they're being responsible for all the residents and stuff. I think my mom said that tomorrow they're supposed to send vegetables. So I feel like they've been pretty efficient. For the old people and stuff, in the terms of medication, because I was worried for my parents because my dad has diabetes and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, what about his insulin? So there's a number you can call. And he when he told them, oh, he has doctor's appointments and stuff like that, 2 doctors got on the phone with him. Like they called back and they were like, oh, they're talking to him about his symptoms and whatever. And whether he needed to go for the appointment and stuff like that. Because I think they have to see how severe your case is before they need to let you out. And I think in an hour they delivered insulin for him, like to the house. And I was like, wow, this is really like, wow. Because I honestly didn't expect it to be that fast, that efficient and stuff like that. So far it's been going good. I think they even have a delivery point that they've just recently started as well. So my sisters who don't live here, I think they're going to like start packaging stuff that we need. They can drop it off at the delivery point, and from there, those people will deliver it to houses.
Oh, that is allowed? Like,
yeah, I think that is a new thing that has just happened like a couple days. So they've got like different, like certain days. I think our area is like Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays that you can drop things off. So it's okay, like it's not too bad. The only thing is if I look outside my house, like both sides, back and front, there's barbed wire around. So
Wait,
you literally...
are you right on the border of where things are?
So I'm in zone C. So my house is memang on the border of Old Town. So literally, so I kind of have an alleyway. So it's a bit weird because this alley that I have right here, the opposite side of it is not barricaded off. Like, so that side is free. So I'm not sure how they've planned it and stuff, but I'm not in Old Town per se, like the section we are in. I don't know how to describe it. Basically,
just a little bit off the main
if you go down the road to my house, Old Town Market is right there. So yeah.
But we've seen that it's pretty extensive, though. I mean, have you gone around looking at how things are?
I mean, I can't leave the house, right?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever I've seen, you've probably seen on social media as well. So I've been like looking at people's Insta stories, looking at the news, seeing other people's videos, and I'm like, oh, okay, that area, okay. Oh, okay, it's like this. But I don't actually know how it looks like outside. Yeah. So far, I've just seen our roller, and then you have all the neighbors talking to each other, and they're like, oh no, this area, this uncle said is closed, and I'm like, I don't know if I believe you, but okay.
But Carleen, what is your biggest concern right now, being barbed wire in?
My biggest concern, I feel like my concern is more for my parents than me, because for me, I'm kind of occupied every day. I've got work. I'm constantly doing stuff. But for my parents, I feel like by the fact that they are looking outside at this barbed wire, even though like it's a bit weird, but I think it's a mental thing because memang we couldn't go out before this, right? So, but now that the barbed wires are out, you kind of feel a bit more like, oh my God, kind of thing. So I think like for my parents, they're kind of feeling a bit more, oh, okay, really cannot go out now. But like I said, like I told them, I was like, but you never went out before this also, so I don't understand. But
it's just like that fence, right? That makes you feel more locked in, like in prison,
and the fact,
sort of.
and the fact that there's like police people and army people just walking up and down, and people guns and stuff as well. And I would stand at the balcony and be like, okay, that's quite cool. But for my parents, it's a different mindset. For them, it's like, oh my God, I'm stuck in everything. I'm like, okay. So it's more of me trying to keep my parents occupied, trying to make sure they're okay. Making sure my sisters call them because they need to see other faces. They've seen me and my brother's faces like for the past 2 months. I'm pretty sure they're bored of it already. It's just more about them, keeping them occupied and stuff lah.
So food-wise, essentials at home, it's still okay?
It's like I said, with them delivering all the stuff, so far it's okay, because in the start I was a bit concerned about how we're going to get food, what food we're going to get and stuff like that. But now that slowly, like I said, today they gave chicken and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay lah, at least you're not going to get like groceries like when you go to the supermarket on your own. That's not going to happen. But the fact that they're actually quite aware of the residents' needs and providing for it, I was actually like, okay, I'm quite impressed by this and stuff. So not too bad lah. They're quite on top of their game. Yeah.
What about other essentials like soaps and shampoos and what if you run out of
that? Was a question, right? I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of shower gel. What do I do?
Yeah.
So I think that's when like people from the outside, like the delivery points I mentioned. So I've told my sister, I'm like, can you go buy me all this stuff, my shampoo and all? And then she's like, okay. So that I think you have to rely on other people. But like you said, for the older people who don't have anyone else, that would be a problem for them. But the thing is, you can call that number that they've given. And so far, they respond quite well. I mean, again, they've got so many houses they need to look for. They're not going to know what each individual house needs unless you call them. Okay. But so far, when you call them and you let them know, they are quite fast in responding. Yeah.
Okay. But what do you personally feel about this enhanced lockdown? Do you think it's necessary?
I mean, I get it. It's like, all right, yeah, I get it. But also, I want to go out. It's like, for me, it's a bit, I was like, oh, you just implemented this CMCO thing where, okay, you can at least go out a bit, but then now we're extra locked in. And I'm like, this is the biggest irony of life. But other than that, I mean, like I said, like, I get it. I understand why they're doing it. They want to stop the spread and everything. But hopefully it doesn't go on longer. So far now, they've planned it until the 23rd. So far, hopefully it doesn't extend further than that.
When you're put under EMCO, does everyone get tested for COVID-19?
Yes, everyone gets tested. So on the first day, there's a medical tent that's at the Old Town bus stop. So they send medical reps to the house. Then they get everyone's details, how many people are living there and everything. Then they told us, okay, once they got our details, they're like, okay, go straight to the tent now. Just go and get your test. So even the testing was really fast. Like less than 10 minutes we were done.
Okay.
And my house has like 5 people. So like really it was super fast. So everyone gets tested and then you're supposed to get your results in 5 to 7 days from then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear it's pretty painful, that thing going up your nose. Was it?
Like, I don't know if I have a high pain tolerance or whatever,
Really?
but for me, yeah, like for me, it was more uncomfortable and it was more ticklish because when they go in, they kind of like move it around and I was like, oh my God, don't laugh. Kind of thing. Yeah, I didn't feel the pain. I feel I was more concentrated on, oh my God, something's being stuffed up my nose kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. It's just a little bit uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
You feel like sneezing.
Correct. And then it does feel a bit weird for a few hours after that, but after a while, it's gone. You don't even realize.
You mentioned that you live pretty close to the market. Is that the market that had the street Jalan Othman?
It is the
So
market.
you're obviously you've been there before. Did you ever expect that this might be such a big focus for the whole country? It's been even mentioned in...
Honestly, no. I'm like, really, this tiny market that like I've known my whole life? Seriously? But I mean, I don't go to the market that often. My parents do. But the fact that it's become such a big thing is actually, for me, it's a bit eye-opening in the sense that how this small place has affected the whole area.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. It's something new to realize, like, even for it kind of makes you question all the bigger supermarkets and all the stuff like that, like how are there safety precautions and stuff.
Funny that you mentioned that your parents go to the market a lot. Are you concerned at all for them?
They, like, since the MCO started, I became a police officer in this house, and I said no going out. Trust me, there were so many fights about it. Like, they were like, no, we can still go, we'll be safe, we'll wear masks. I was like, no. So when it came to the market, I kind of didn't. So they've not been to the market in about 2 months and stuff. So they were not anywhere near, even when the spread happened and whatnot. So for me, it's okay because I was like, okay, I know where my parents were. They were not anywhere around. At least I know virus-wise they are safe. Or, I mean, but then again...
Are you positive though? Like, I mean...
Correct.
Are you not anxious about getting the results to just see whether or not?
I mean, I am a bit anxious about getting the test results, but I kind of feel like I don't want to like focus on it because I'm like, okay, if my parents keep thinking, oh, this might be positive, might be negative, their mindset will be totally like different. So I'm like, no, whatever the test results happen, we'll figure it out when it happens.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no point worrying about it. We've done the test, we've done everything. There's only thing we can do now is wait. So we're waiting now. See how it is.
I see that you're very concerned about your parents, but are you worried about yourself as well?
I don't know. Yes and no. I feel like I've been trained to be concerned about my parents more than myself. I mean, I'm concerned because I've been the one that's going out to buy all the essentials and stuff. So when I go out, I kind of make sure, okay, I'm fully covered. I don't step into I step into the house, but I run straight to the toilet and like have a shower and stuff. So, I mean, I do what I can to not touch anything. But for me, I mean, it is a bit of a concern, but it is nicer to know, okay, that we are younger and stuff like that. Even if I do get it, touch wood, it will not be as bad. So even if I get it, I would still again be concerned for my parents getting it from me. Yeah, more than anything. Because
you're very cup half full. You're very optimistic. You're very good spirited about this. The worry is that we've heard other places under EMCO that if they do find a cluster, they will continue the lockdown even longer. How are you prepared mentally for that? That it might be extended?
I mean, I've thought about it. I've really said that, it might be extended. Mentally, I don't think anyone can be prepared for the duration. It's honestly more about going at it day by day, because there is nothing else you can do. Mentally, I mean, there are some days where I'll be looking outside and I'll be feeling a bit down, and like my car is opposite the barbed wire, right? And I'm like, I just want to sit in my car. I just want to turn it on. But
wait, what do you mean your car's opposite the barbed wire?
Yeah, because so the barbed wire is like in the middle of the road, so I parked opposite the road.
Oh no!
So I can't even start my car, and I'm there like, oh, my poor car. I'm so sad.
Oh. You see things on TV. I mean, like internationally, some people are under lockdown and quarantine, and then it happens to you, and then you see barbed wire. How does it feel?
It's so weird. I feel like I'm in a zombie apocalypse, guys. Like legit. Like I used to like when. I mean, like a lot of people, I would have seen all these things. I'd be like, ha, 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 okay, they cannot go out. Okay, so sad. Don't know what to do. But now when it happens to me, I'm like, interesting. Okay.
It's surreal, isn't it? Having like police officers and army personnel walking with guns in front of your house and all.
It's super, super surreal. Because I'm like, I keep always thinking to myself, and I'm just like, how is this my life now? Like, I'm pretty sure this is a story I'll be telling my children, grandchildren, or whatever in the future.
Yes.
But I'm like, how is this? Like, what even?
This will definitely go down in history, I think.
Correct. Definitely.
No, but I'm just thinking, because I think a lot of other countries with clusters, they don't lock down their citizens in that way, like with fires and all. I'm just thinking about why Malaysia?
It's a bit extreme.
I feel like they're doing, if you compare us to other countries, obviously other countries' numbers are going up for a reason. The fact that they're not locking them in, they're not containing the clusters and stuff. I actually think like Malaysia's doing well in containing. The moment they hear about a cluster, they stop it. I mean, they tried all they can to stop it. Like you've got America, you've got UK, because I've been talking to like relatives in UK as well. They're like, they also are quite shocked. They're like, oh, why is it so extreme? But then I kind of look at them, I'm like, yeah, but your numbers are going up, right? Yeah. So I mean,
so you understand why, though.
It's a I get it, but also oh my god kind of situation. Yeah, it's been an interesting time.
Now, Carleen, what's your advice to other people who might be in a similar situation and are desperately looking to go out of their homes or out of that area?
For me, I think it's just take one day at a time. The more you look forward to being out, the more it's going to affect your mental thinking and your thinking and everything. It's literally just take one day at a time. Just know the fact that you will eventually be let out into the public, like let out into the wild. But you know, it's happening for a reason. You kind of just need, like for me, I just keep telling myself, there's a reason for this, and it's just that take things one day at a time. And if you have problems, so far they are doing things to help. It's not like they've just left everyone by themselves to fend for themselves. So just go through it. There's really no other option.